10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You already know what time it is. ReviveIsAlive.com. Once again, ReviveIsAlive.com. Tune in. Revive is alive. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. All I need is one mic. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. It's about that time. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! Proof of consciousness. Proof of consciousness. P.O.C. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. All I need is it's about that time. Welcome to Revive. Welcome to Revive. Welcome to Revive. Yep, you know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl P.O.C., host for Revive, man. Turn the radios up each and every Sunday morning. We got that good Sunday morning talk radio for you guys from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., man. I don't think you guys heard me. I said turn your radios up, man. It's Sunday morning. I need y'all to go ahead and wake up with me, your girl P.O.C.
Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Hey, no. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Like I said, man, wake up. We trying to turn you guys up on this Sunday morning, man. Like I said, today is August 5th, 2018, man. We are in the month of August already, people, man. It is the 8th month of the year, man. The year is not waiting for us. Time is not waiting for us, man. I want to know how you guys are finishing this year strong, man. Revive Radio is alive. Once again, Revive Radio is alive. You're tuning into Revive Radio right now. Spread the word, spread the message that ReviveIsAlive.com is the place where you can find us. Once again, that is ReviveIsAlive.com. It's a place where you can find us. And don't forget to follow us, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Revive_POC. Once again, that's Revive_POC on all social networks. And don't forget to subscribe to our Revive YouTube channel, man. Definitely don't forget to subscribe to that Revive YouTube channel. It's going to come in handy in September. Once again, it's going to come very, very, very in handy come September. We got a lot of things we're doing here at Revive Radio, man, and we need you to be a part of that. And all you got to do is subscribe to that YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe to that newsletter. As always, man, I'm pushing it every time we get on these airways. Subscribe to that Revive YouTube channel and that newsletter, man. Everything is going to be in that newsletter, how you guys can stay locked with us here at Revive. Everything we have coming up. All the dates you need to save. Yes, I said it. All the dates you need to save, man. That newsletter is coming really shortly. It's going to be coming out next week with all the information you need to know. But yes, man, save the date. September 8th. Once again, that is September 8th, 2018. Mark that on your calendar right now as Revive Day. Once again, September 8th, 2018. That is Revive Day. We will be reviving the people. Revive Rhythm and Reasoning Volume 2-3 is coming September 8th, man. I know we promised you guys 6 months strong. We were supposed to be finished in the year 6 months strong, but because we're trying to do something so big, so amazing for you guys, it had to be compiled all into this 1 month of September. So I really need you guys to go ahead and save that date. When I'm trying to tell you it's going to be Revive Day, it is definitely Revive Day. So definitely mark your calendars. We got something really big for you guys. It's going to actually be going down. We'll be partnering with Let's Do It Grow. It's going to be really, really exciting. I'm really excited. I'm pumped up for this one, y'all, because this is going to be a big one. This is really going to be really big for the city of Philadelphia and also Revive Radio. And I'm sorry, it's Life. I apologize. Life Do Grow Farm. Once again, Life Do Grow Farm. I don't know where Life Do It Grow. I don't know where I got that from. But yes, Life Do Grow Farm, September 8th. It's going down, man. Shout out to your girl Tab Money, Russell Brand, man. Always holding it down, always having Revive back, because this is going to be a really big one. So just know, just save the day. It's going to be Revive Day, man. But we got a jam-packed show for you guys today, man. I'm really excited to be speaking with both of our guests today. But today is going to be a big day for one of our guests and myself. We're actually going to be interviewing each other today. I'm going to be interviewing her today on Revive Radio around 11:20. So I need you guys to stay tuned. It's going to be Dejanay White. She's from Win Her Circle. I'm really excited because I won this week. I'm winning this week. According to Dejanay, I am the winner. I'm the winner of the week. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to be interviewing Miss White today around 11:20. So definitely tune in so you can get to know everything about Win Her Circle, everything you need to know, how you can be a part of Win Her Circle, how you can join in, how you can volunteer, whatever you need to do, because they're doing some amazing things for young ladies between the ages of 17 and 23. And we all know how crazy those ages were for us. If you have already experienced it between 17 and 23, how literally it can be a roller coaster. So we have someone, who's putting her life, experiences on the line to teach and mold different young women who are going through similar situations, or, just molding women so they don't even have to go through the same situation. So definitely stay locked to Revive Radio so you can hear from Dejanay White going down around 11:20, Win Her Circle. We also have another amazing guest coming around 12:30, which is going to be Courtney Gardner from The Art of Ascending. So I'm really excited to be speaking with her as well, because when it comes to art, we really try to keep art alive here on Revive Radio, man. We definitely try to keep art alive, because so many people are pushing money into technology, STEM, and everything like that, and not saying that STEM is not important. Shout out to everybody who's participating in STEM, but when it comes to art, and when it comes to talent, when it comes to passion, man, we have to keep that alive, because a lot of people are creators, and a lot of creators are getting stepped on because they're not getting people to back them in their creativity. So that's what we try to do here on Revive. So, man, if you are trying to be a guest on Revive Radio, if you are an artist, entrepreneur, a startup business, a vocalist, a seamstress, you do it all, man. We definitely try to highlight it all here on Revive Radio. So definitely hit us up at revive.poc@gmail.com. Once again, that's revive.poc@gmail.com. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Right after this quick commercial break, man, I got some trending topics I want to go over with you. And don't forget to stay locked. We got your boy Brax from the Left Side of Politics coming through as well, man. Each and every second and fourth Sunday of the month, they coming through to bless us, man, with some actual factuals. So definitely stay locked. You don't want to miss this one, because we're talking everything from LeBron James, I Promise School, down to Donald Trump calling people stupid and dumb, man. On Twitter, who's the dumb one? Really, who's the dumb one? But we're going to go ahead and go to this commercial break. We're going to get into that later with your boy Brax from the Left Side of Politics. It's me, your girl P.O.C. Turn your radios up. Spread the word, spread the message. We are live right now on reviveisalive.com. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a startup business? Are you a local business? Are you an artist? Are you looking for someone to distribute your content? Revive Radio is the place to be. Come advertise with us at Revive Radio right now. You can find that advertising page at reviveisalive.com. Once again, reviveisalive.com. Advertise with Revive. We are reaching thousands of millennials all across the world. And once again, reviveisalive.com is where you can find that information.
Did you know only 25% of college students eat the recommended daily amount of fruits and vegetables? A limited intake of fruits and vegetables has been linked to chronic diseases such as diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. The typical freshman gains over 4 pounds their first term on campus. The habits college students form today will carry into their adult life.
Decision, it's not the end of the world. I will reach my destination. Make mistakes for me to be. With each mistake, there's a new lesson. I can be anything you want to be. Now I'm experiencing a dumb phase ahead of the game at a young age. The intelligence of a grown man trapped inside of a young brain. Kind of on the short side, but stands tall when you throw the ball. That's why I'm hanging with the smart guy, aka Mr. Know-It-All. Smart guy, yeah.
It's easy to take a day for granted. You and your family are connected by routine, and you stick to it. But what if disaster strikes without warning? What if the life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if your day's routine is disrupted and you can't reach your family? Have you planned for that? Before disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit. Make a plan. Be informed. Today, learn how at www.ready.gov. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. All I need is one mic. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. It's about that time. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! Proof of consciousness. Proof of consciousness. P.O.C. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. All I need is it's about that time. Welcome to Revive. Yep, you know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl P.O.C., host of Revive. We are back live on ReviveIsAlive.com. Once again, that is ReviveIsAlive.com. And don't forget, y'all can hit us up each and every time we are reviving your airways, man. That number is 215-490-9832. Once again, that number is 215-490-9832. Any questions, any comments, any opinions you may want to get off your chest, man, definitely don't be scared. Give us a call, man, each and every time we reviving your airways. That's what that number is for, man. We trying to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, some education. We trying to educate and re-educate each and every time we get on these airways. But what's a conversation, you know what I'm saying, without another person? So we definitely need y'all to call in, man. Definitely engage with us every time we get on these airways, man. This platform, Revive Radio, is for you guys, man. We're trying to educate and re-educate, and we can definitely do that by hearing your opinions and hearing your perspectives, and definitely your questions. Your questions, you know, stem other conversations and definitely get our guests going. And don't forget, man, each and every time we got our guests on, they're here to answer all of your questions. Any questions that you may have for them that you cannot answer for them. I mean, you cannot ask them over social media, or they didn't hit you. They didn't necessarily hit you back in your DM or anything like that, man. Revive Radio is the place we're trying to get all your, you know, all your questions answered. We're trying to definitely get all the amazing people on here that you guys are looking for, that you want to hear from. So definitely recommend somebody too, man. If you know a business or organization out there that Revive, you know, can definitely help, you know, expand in different ways like that, please hit us up. Once again, that is revive.poc@gmail.com. And we're always looking to expand here at Revive Radio, man, each and every day. Like I said, we're looking for videographers, photographers, journalists, bloggers. We're always looking for different co-hosts, because we got some things coming down the line in September. We're looking for some more co-hosts as well as a radio DJ. I'm really looking for a radio DJ, man. So hit me up, spread that word for me, man. Please tell them to hit me up in my DM. We're going to send them an email where they can just definitely fill out a small little Revive Radio application, so we know exactly what they're all about. If you're serious about it, you definitely will check out this application and fill this application out, man. We're really trying to do some things here, and we need your help to definitely grow and expand each and every day. And everybody here has talent. Everybody has talent. Everybody was put on this earth, you know, with some kind of talent. And definitely, I feel like once creators get together, man, there's so many different things that we can definitely do. And we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to innovate the wheel here at Revive Radio. You already know, man, what time it is. But definitely, I just want to encourage you guys to definitely hit us up, because I know a lot of people, you know, I've been speaking to a lot of different people when I go into these different spaces, and they're like, oh, I'm just intimidated. You guys are doing some really big things. You know, I didn't know if you guys were going to accept me because I haven't been in media. I never did it. I just always had an aspiration. It was always a thought of mine, you know, across my mind, different things like that, man. It doesn't matter what level you're on. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey. We are here to help each other grow. So definitely when I tell you Revive is alive, man, Revive is alive. And if you understand the definition of Revive, the reason why Revive is here, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to revive the people. We're trying to restore. So it's no problem at all, man. No problem at all. Hit me up. I am a regular human being. I am super cool. I've been told I've been super cool. I don't want to my own horn. But yes, man, revive.poc@gmail.com. Once again, that's revive.poc@gmail.com. But I forgot to tell you guys earlier where you can find me on Win Her Circle later today. You can find me on IG. It will be on IGTV. You can go to either my page or Win Her Circle. You can check that out. We actually gave them a shout out yesterday on our timeline. So if you go to our timeline, you can definitely check them out. So 7 p.m. tune in to Win Her Circle to hear about Meet Your Girl P.O.C. and everything about Revive and what we got going on, man. As if you don't tune in already, but definitely go tune in, man. We're trying to expand each and every day. And also don't forget September 8th, if you didn't already hear, if you just tuned in, September 8th is Revive Day. So go ahead and save that in your calendar. Save that in your calendar. And don't forget, this week, Anaya's Mission, she'll be doing her Water Ice tour. I told her I was going to shout it out again. So don't forget, this week, Anaya's Mission here in the city of Philadelphia will be doing her Water Ice tour. She has a stop going down August 7th, August 8th, August 9th, and August 10th. So definitely hit her up. She'll be giving out free water ice throughout the city. If you go to Anaya's Mission on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, you can see the flyer of where the stops are going to be at. The first stop on the 7th is going to be 38th and Fairmont Ave. So definitely pull up on the 7th, man. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be Tuesday. So definitely be there because this is going to be really great. Once again, Anaya is 12 years old. She's out here in the city of Philadelphia doing some amazing things for her community at the age of 12. So there's no excuses, people. No excuses at all. But I do want to just run down a little bit of our trending topics today, man. An Ohio judge orders to duct tape. I can't even get it out because it's just outrageous. This is really, really outrageous. Ohio judge orders to duct tape I'm not even gonna call him a prisoner, orders to tape a guy's mouth during his sentencing because he would not stop talking, because they would not allow him to get his words out. They would not allow him to express himself. So he continued to talk while the judge was talking, and the judge ordered the officers to duct tape his mouth during his sentencing. So he sat in court with his mouth duct tape. He continued to talk, and then they put an extra piece of duct tape over his mouth, man. Check out that story at revivesalive.com under the news and press section. Also, EA Sports, NFL, Madden 2019, all of them can go to HE double hockey stick at this point, man. If you're still supporting them, something's wrong with you. Honestly, truly, I do understand it's a video game and some of you guys are hooked to these video games, but really, let's just see the bigger picture. Please open your eyes to this bigger picture when I tell you, man. So EA Sports took it upon themselves with no permission at all from Big Sean to bleep out Colin Kaepernick's name in the song on Madden 19. On Madden 2019, EA Sports took it upon themselves to scratch out Colin Kaepernick's name for the second year in a row. This is not the first time. They did it last year, and then they scratched out his name again this year on Big Sean's verse and Big Bang. So I think that's something that needs to be talked about and definitely needs to be highlighted a little bit more, because the NFL, the NFL is really becoming a problem. I mean, they have been a problem, but then now they're becoming a problem that feels like their problem cannot be corrected or fixed. And we are the people that have to correct and fix them. If we continue to, put our money into their pockets, nothing is going to change. It has to start with the dollar, people. I'm trying to tell you, it has to start with the dollar. I really hope, Big Bank, everybody who was on that song, I really hope, YG, Nicki Minaj, 2 Chainz, Big Sean, they step up and speak up and say something about it, because this is not cool at all. I did see, Colin Kaepernick and YG take a picture already, and they're putting out information, but I mean, like, it needs to be directed to Madden. It needs to be directed to EA Sports. It needs to be directed to the NFL, honestly, truly. And also, last story, a white teen was found not guilty after driving the getaway car in a LA gang murder of a black student. You can also find that on our news and press section on reviveisalive.com. We got some news stories up there for you guys, man. Definitely go check them out. We try to give you that FUBU, that news for you, by you, each and every week on our news section on our website. So definitely go ahead and check that out, man. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Right after our quick commercial break, we'll be up next with our next guest, Win Her Circle, man. Stay locked to us here at Revive Radio. Definitely spread the word, spread the message. We are live from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Sunday morning with that good Sunday morning talk radio. It's me, your girl, P.O.C.
You are listening to Time for an Awakening Media, part of the Black Talk Radio Network. For podcasts or live programming, hit them up at timeforanawakening.com.
Yep, you know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl, P.O.C., host of Revive Radio. I need you all out there to do one thing for me right now. Spread the word, spread the message that Revive is alive. Once again, Revive is alive. And I need you guys to go check out our website at reviveisalive.com. Once again, reviveisalive.com. And follow us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Revive_POC. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. All I need is one mic. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. It's about that time. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! Proof of consciousness. Proof of consciousness. P.O.C. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. Yep, you know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl P.O.C., host for Revive. Turn your radios up, man. Each and every Sunday, we are live here on Time for an Awakening, man. You can catch us at reviveisalive.com. Once again, that's reviveisalive.com, or you can go directly to Tune In. You can either download the app or just go directly to the website and just search Time for an Awakening and hit Meet Your Girl P.O.C. reviving your airways each and every Sunday. And don't forget, we got that good Winning Wednesday for you guys each and every Winning Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So definitely spread the word, spread the message that Revive is alive. We're going to go ahead and jump into it with our first guest today, man. I'm really excited to be speaking with her. Win Her Circle, you're live on Revive. How are you?
Hey.
What's up with you? What's up with you? How are you? Go ahead and introduce yourself and let the people know exactly who you're speaking to.
So my name is Benjamin White, and I'm the founder of the Win Her Circle. I'm from Washington, D.C., home team.
Yes. So what's up? So when it comes to Win Her Circle, right? First off, I just had to ask this question. Have you listened to the new Her album?
Of course.
Okay.
I was on Her before Her was a thing.
Exactly right, man. Definitely. And when I seen this, I was like, I got to ask her about the album. I got to ask her. So you feeling the new album, or you still feeling Volume 1, Volume 2?
I love it. I love that she's being more open about who she is and, slowly starting to show who she is as a person. But I do love the fact that, she started out by kind of putting the music first and not letting people see who she was.
Yes.
She just wanted to use her platform to show people her music.
Definitely. And do you get inspired by her as an artist? You know what I mean? Does it transcend into Win Her Circle at all?
It doesn't relate, but I do I love her. I love music in general. So definitely hearing her album was like a breath of fresh air, especially with all of this crazy music they play now on the radio. It was really good to start hearing music from, people or artists that actually have substance. But they don't relate. The Winner Circle was something that I created because I saw a need for guidance in college women. So I wanted to create something, some type of support system that women can come together and achieve their goals together.
I'm with you on that. So when it comes to just the actual title, Win Her Circle, that's very creative. Like, where did that inspire from?
Okay, so I'm really big on meditation. I think it's a great way to kind of clear your mind, get out all of your thoughts and really just be one with yourself. So I went to a conference. It was a faith-based entrepreneurship conference by Tiffany Montgomery. And I went because I didn't know what my purpose was in life, but I knew that I had one. So I went to her conference, and after that, I really just spent some time to figure out what I wanted and how I could be a light to the world. And I was meditating one day, and once I finished, I was writing down a few names, and then like the Winner Circle, like God spoke to me and was like the Winner Circle. And I'm like, okay. I got the name. I don't know what you want me to do with this, God, but you gave me the name, and I'm a visual person. So the first thing I did was go to my laptop, and the logo came to me. Like, everything just came to me. And from there, I just kind of like pieced things together. Things started to come together. My motto came, which is collaborate to elevate. And everything just started to come together. That's how I knew that I was aligned with my purpose.
Were you still in college at this time?
Yes, I was a junior. Yeah, I was a junior.
Okay. And what school you go to? What school, if you don't mind me asking, what school did you go to?
The Edward Waters College, located in Jacksonville, Florida. We are the oldest HBCU in Florida.
Awesome. That's I went to an HBCU too, so I really wanted you to shout that out because we need to keep these HBCUs alive, man. People be trying to hate on these HBCUs, and we need some of that funding too. We need some of that funding, man. If y'all listening, man, we need some of that funding. So definitely go ahead and fund them HBCUs for real, because we got some intelligent people coming out them HBCUs. So would you say being a part of that HBCU environment, you know what I'm saying? Would you say that actually helped you to Win Her Circle too? Because you can really get lost. You can either thrive in the HBCU environment, or you can actually get lost in the HBCU environment. So would you say that actually helped you to create your idea too as well?
Yes, the most definitely. So I graduated high school 2010, and I attended North Carolina Central University, and that's still my first love. Like, I always loved Central. But I was partying. I was living my best life. I didn't go to class. Like, I wasn't focused. So me attending Edward Waters College was like a second chance to do it right. And I was like, before I went to EWC, I asked myself, if you had the opportunity to go back to college, what would you do differently? And from there, the Winner Circle was created because I know that we, as not just college women, but we need guidance. And if I would have had that guidance the first time around, I probably would have graduated in 2014 when I was supposed to graduate.
That's a fact. So would you say, like, even like, so just talking like from being 17 to 23, let's just think about that, right? Because that can really be a roller coaster of an age gap for us, especially as women, because we're trying to figure it the hell out, like what we really trying to do in this world. So when it comes to people between the age of 17 and 23, how receptive are they to guidance and wanting to listen to people who are, not necessarily, 10 years older than them, maybe 2-3 years older than them, or the same age as them? So how receptive are people between that age gap, have you found?
So during this time in your life, you're really not that receptive to guidance. You're more like, oh, I'll figure it out. I'm grown. Once you turn 18, you're like, oh, I'm grown. I'm at my parents' house. I don't have to, listen to anybody. So that's where it really took me to have a lot of patience to deal with. I don't want to say deal with like it's a hassle, but to be able to find a different approach of how to make that demographic more receptive, and so that they can learn and still get that guidance. But initially they're standoffish. They're like, no, I'm not really interested. And the more I pour them in, they're like, oh, really? Well, tell me more.
And when you tell them, or do you automatically get their attention, or do you really have to grab them and be like, this is for you?
Well, usually I'll try to find some way to relate to them. If I can find some way to relate to them where we can be on a common ground, then from there we can kind of go from there. Because if you have to establish that trust and that relationship first before you do anything. So if I don't feel like I trust you, or if I feel like that we can't relate, or if I feel like you're looking down on me instead of actually wanting, having my best interest in mind, then I'm not going to even open up to you. So I try to relate to them. I try to create those genuine relationships initially. And then from there, once I feel like I've gotten their trust, I can kind of guide them into the direction that they want to go into.
And do you do this through like workshops? Do you do this through like meditation because you practice meditation yourself? How do you actually get them to, understand what you're trying to do, to try to help them, to guide them, to mold them? How do you put them in that right direction?
I ask them like questions. I ask them a lot of self-reflection questions, like, what do you want? Where do you see yourself? Because a lot of people, they don't really think about that. Like, where do they want to be? Some people go to college because that's what their parents want them to do. Some people go because they don't have another option, or they don't even have a place to live. So I ask them, what do they want? What do you want to get out of this relationship that we have? What is your ultimate goals? And when they start thinking about those things, they're more, we hold them accountable to actually achieving the goals that they set out to do. So it's no like one size fit all approach. Everybody is different, but I try to ask them a lot of self-reflection questions and just connect with them basically.
And would you say, like, when you say that there's not one, one size fit all approach, do you still feel as though that you have to approach each different individual, differently though?
In a way, yes, because so anybody that works for me, that's on my team, they know that I'm a lot. Like, I'm a handful, especially when it comes to getting things done. I'm very anal about getting things done, meeting deadlines. So sometimes I can come off a little abrasive, and being from DC and going to a more countryer environment, some people take our personality as blunt or harsh, when really that's just the culture up north.
Exactly.
So some people they don't understand that. So sometimes I have to like rein back so that they know that I'm coming from a genuine place, and it's not just me being harsh or me, coming off in the wrong way.
Facts. We were just taught to survive a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely.
I can agree with you on that one. I can definitely agree with you on that one. So do you also, like, I know that it's win her circle, right? But do you also find men gravitating to you at all? Because some of these men have mom problems. Some of these men have women problems. Do you see yourself gravitating to men at all, or do you see them gravitating to you?
Definitely. So when I first started the winning circle, I had so many people, like so many guys coming up to me like, we need something for the guys. Like, y'all got all of this stuff for the women. What you gonna do for the guys? And I'm like, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like I can't teach you how to be a man because I'm a woman.
That's a fact.
But I can point you to the right direction and give you the resources and tools that you need. But I can't teach you something that I don't know about. So yeah, definitely a lot of college guys have reached out to me like, hey, you need to do something. So I try to, when I have events, I try to do stuff that's just not like, catered to women, that everyone can come out and learn something from.
And what kind of events have you put on so far?
So I did a panel discussion where I had a few business women in Jacksonville to come out and talk about, it was called Finding Your Story, Her Story. When it's Her Story Month. So we had a panel discussion, and they talked about their story from when they started their business to where they are now. And we had a really great turnout. We had a crowd of people who were already entrepreneurs. We had young women who were aspiring, women who were still in college who didn't really know which route they wanted to take. So it was a very diverse crowd from different perspectives and backgrounds. We did a lot of events within the community. I'm a real big advocate on giving back to the community. So we did a lot of events in the community, and we plan on doing more partnerships with like local high schools and stuff.
I'm with you on that. So when you say like telling I can't even get it out properly. You put her in front of
Women's
history.
History Month.
Yeah, like, so when you did that, what was the objective? Like, I know it was for them to tell their history, but what was like the objective for the audience to actually get out of it?
Just to have a conversation. I don't think we have we don't talk enough about how great we are. Like, we don't have those conversations. You don't see a lot of people talking about Black excellence. You see people, we're always on the news for getting shot, for getting gunned down, police brutality, but we don't have a lot of conversations of how excellent we actually are, and how can, I use this mentor relationship to get where they are now. Somebody that I look up to, I'm in the same room as them, and I'm able to learn from their story to create my own. So I wanted to just have a conversation and show young women that we're out here, and it's a lot of Black excellence out here, but I just want to shed light on it even more.
I'm with you on that one, definitely, because it is a lot of Black excellence out here, and you are part of that category, man. Definitely doing your thing with Win Her Circle, for real.
Thank you.
No doubt. And so you also graduated with a business management degree. Have you been using it at all? Like, I just have to ask, but it's been a millennial show. You have a lot of millennial entrepreneurs out there who are not even using the degree that they set out for. So are you using your degree at all?
Yes, definitely. Business is close to my heart. Even before I went back to obtain my bachelor's degree in business, I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Like, growing up, I used to watch, I don't know if you remember Kamora, her show, The Living Life in a Fab Lane. I used to watch her show. I swear I felt like I was a part of her show. I used to watch her show. I looked up to Tyra Banks, when she first started America's Next Top Model. Just those boss women, I always were attracted to that type of woman. I'm like, I love watching movies that are catered toward the strong female lead. So I knew that I always wanted to work for myself, and I knew that I always wanted to be a boss. So yeah, I'm definitely using the things that I've learned in college to get where I want to be in my business and grow.
If you could tell, a young woman who's listening to you right now how important entrepreneurship really is, what would you actually tell them?
Entrepreneurship is very important. If it's something that you want to pursue, don't wait. Don't think about it too much. Just do it. Pray about it. If you believe in God, I hope so. But pray about it and just do it. Don't wait. Don't listen to people that try to project their fears on you and tell you that you can't do it. If there's something you want to do, you have to put the work in and do it. And once you put the work in, it will always show forth. But just know that the same day that you plant your seed is not the same day you're going to see the harvest. You have to put in the work so that you can see the harvest in the future.
And 9 times out of 10, your tears are going to be the one watering that harvest, for real.
Yes.
You're really putting in that work. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be your tears that's watering that flower, for real. But so
yes,
when it comes,
definitely.
But when it comes to entrepreneurship, right, this is one thing that I have learned, right, just going through the motions, going through my journey and different things like that. It's not for everybody. It's honestly truly not for everybody. I feel like everybody plays a role, you know what I'm saying? And not everybody can be that leader. Not everybody can be that CEO. Somebody has to be that administrative assistant. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to be, the social media person. And it's like you spoke earlier, you spoke on like your team and different things like that. How hard was it for you to put together a team to actually master your organization, master your craft so you can get where you are right now?
So hard because like I said, I could be a little abrasive sometimes, especially when I want something, I want it, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. So it takes a certain type of person to even deal with me. Shout out to Jasmine Berrien. She is like my backbone. She, like, when we have events and stuff like that, she's like, okay, Nay, I already know what you need me to do. I'll do this. And she really helps me because she knows how I am. But it was very hard in the beginning to kind of get those like-minded people, especially in a college environment, because I'm more of a non-traditional student, so my mentality is a little different from everybody else at the time. So it was hard, but it came together, and I prayed about it. I asked God to, surround me with women who are like-minded and that are on the same page that I am, and yeah, it's been great.
And would you say that you started with the same people you are with now?
Yes, yes.
That's a
Still with the
blessing.
same people, and it's not a lot. It's not. I don't have like a big circle of people, but we definitely make it work.
And speaking of circle, right? So
Mhm.
that's a great segue. So you know how people say, keep your circle tight, keep your circle small, but then you're promoting something, such as win her circle. So when it comes to
Mhm.
creating a circle, what would you tell people who are listening to you right now when it comes to keeping your circle, compact and keeping resources in your circle for reasons and not seasons?
Yeah, definitely. So I think one of the things in the winner circle that I always say is accountability, and I do this a lot with my friends too. Just always holding each other accountable. Like, I don't need a circle full of yes men. I don't need people saying, "Oh yeah, yeah, you can do this, you can do that." And it's like, no, you can't. But let's figure out how can we do something else. Like, I need make sure that you are surrounded by women who have your best interests at heart, who have diverse opinions about different things. You don't want the same type of people in the circle because there's no room to grow. Women that are not afraid to tell you the truth, no matter how harsh it could
Facts.
be, and just always supporting you no matter what, through your ups, through your downs. It's been times where I've promoted a lot of things and only two people showed up, but the fact that I'm still going and I made the effort and I had those supportive women who stuck by my side and was still there with me no matter what, that is so important. So accountability. Hers actually stands for honesty, enrichment, reciprocity, and support. So I
Yes.
think your circle should be just those things: honesty, enrichment, reciprocity, and support.
I'm with you on that one. Definitely I'm with you on that one. Definitely you need somebody in your team who gonna tell you when you got lipstick on your teeth or you got food on your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's want to blend your leave out before they take the picture.
Yes. You be like, yo, your bra strap showing or something. You always need
Right.
that rider right there. Like for real, for real. You need that rider, man. Because I've grown like you've been in circles and you know what I'm saying? People won't even let you know, but they'll be the same when they want to jump in that picture with you. But then you take the picture, you looking at it like, bro, why you ain't tell? You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with you on that.
Exactly.
I agree with you on that one too. But I wanted to ask you this question too because when you were in college, you were the president of Fashion Forward. So when it comes
Mhm.
to fashion, and especially with women in general, like especially when you have the love and hip hop, but then you also have the classy. You got so many different things going on when it comes to dressing. You got the Kim Kardashian style, you got the Black China style, different things like that. When you think of like women in fashion, what's like the first thing that comes to your mind, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship? Should it always be, the Hillary Clinton pantsuit, or can we bust it out one time with the Kim Kardashian Fashion Nova? What do you think?
I think just being authentic to you, whatever you feel comfortable in, wear it and be confident in whatever you decide to wear. I don't think there's no. At one point in time, there was like a stigma that women had to wear this pantsuit. Well, women had to wear this skirt suit and pantyhose and heels that were 3 inches or below. But I think as long as you're authentic to your style and who you are, and keep that in mind with the type of environment you're going to be in, and just be confident and own it. Now, of course, you want to wear a club dress to a networking event, but kind of, keep in mind the type of but always remain true to your style and who you are as a person.
But how hard is that to come off to like a 17, 18, 19-year-old? Because 9 times out of 10, the only dresses that they have in their closet, you know what I'm saying, it's coming from Fashion Nova. They don't even got the pantsuit yet because you typically don't get the
Mhm.
pantsuit until you go into like your resume builder, and that's like, and your senior year type thing. So it's like for the sophomores and juniors, they don't really have the pantsuits yet. So how do you come off to people, you know what I mean, who are still in that younger stage?
Well, with them, I will kind of like put them, like, I'll be like, okay, guys, we're going to have a mock, we're going to do like mock interviews. So I do this with my mentees, like, okay, we're going to have a mock interview and you have to come dressed business casual or business professional. And then I'll lay out to them what that looks like, okay, business professional, you'll wear a blazer, you'll make sure you have some type of collar shirt. Like, this is if you're going, especially if you want to go into more of the corporate world. this is what this looks like. And then when they come and I see what they have on, I'm like, okay, you did a good job. However, next time take this out and add this. But overall, you know, you really made a great effort. So always giving them that support and not just giving them all the negatives, but also the positives as well, and making every experience a learning experience.
Definitely, I went you on that one. Definitely. You answered that one the political way. So everybody out there like, yeah, I'm about to sign my 17-year-old daughter up right now. That was definitely the way, for real. But also, so when it comes to, you know, you guys being in Jacksonville, do you ever see yourself going back to the DMV area to put on the same kind of projects to, you know, enlighten people in your own community?
Oh, yes, most definitely. So the Winter Circle is not it is not just on EWC campus. That's where I started it because, you know, that's where I graduated from. But my ultimate goal is to get it on HBCU campuses, like, all across the world. Like, that is my ultimate goal. So I want to create that type of environment. A lot of young women from other colleges, you know, have reached out to me like, hey, I would love something like this on my campus. So stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say. We're in the works of, like, restructuring the Winter Circle and catering to a more specific demographic. But that's definitely in the works, soon coming.
That's big. That's really big. And I want to ask you another question, too, about the synergy, right? I thought that was really good because I'm really big on synergy, energy, all of it. I'm really big on that, especially when it comes to keeping my chakras aligned. I'm sorry. You know, I'm so serious because some people can really, you know, test you a little bit, especially when it comes to that little negativity. They can tempt you a little bit. So it's like when it comes to the synergy, how do you put that out there without, you know what I'm saying, you know, putting your thoughts and your motivation onto others? Because a lot of people be like, I'm not there yet, and a lot of people's like, if you force me to get there, I'm never going to get there. So how do you get people to you know, get that synergy popping without forcing it onto them?
So we kind of like coined, you know how they used to say like, oh, you can't sit with us or no new friends. So we kind of like coined the phrase when we say, you can sit with us only if you're ready to elevate. So that's the only contingency. I'm not like, anybody can be a part, but only if you're willing and you're ready to elevate. Because if not, you can sit somewhere else. You can't sit with us. But that's my way of it. Like, if you're willing to make the first step, if you're willing to even take the initiative to be greater than you are, then you're always welcome. And that's why I love how you say greatness is a choice. It really is a choice. You can choose to sit around, or you can choose to, you know, be the master of your fate and actually make a difference in someone else's life and know that this life is not just here for you.
And that's a fact. It really is a choice, honestly, because a lot of people make the only thing that we have in life are choices, honestly. Like, once you're here, and it's whatever you decide to do with your life is what you decide to do with your life. But you have to remember that started with a choice. You know what I'm saying? A decision started with a choice. You made a decision to choose that option. So people be forgetting that part, that they chose to do that. So that's why I always say it is a choice. But I also want to just say one last thing before we go ahead and wrap up. How can people get into Win Her Circle? Because I know you guys got mentorship programs. I got personal development, professional development, community involvement. So how can someone be a part? How can someone reach out to you guys?
So you can, my website is thewinnercircle.org. You can follow me on Instagram at The Win Her Circle to get more information about becoming a part, whether you want to be a mentor or whether you want to be a mentee. Like I said, it's not just exclusive to EWC or Jacksonville. We are branching out, but yeah, definitely hit me up and I can get your information and give you more information about how you can become a part of the Winner Circle.
No doubt. And before I let you go, you already know tonight, 7 p.m. is going down. Let the people know how they can tune in, how they can find you, and also if they can be a Win Her of the Week too, how can they participate? How can they get involved?
Yes, so tonight the winner of the week is the lovely Proof of Consciousness. We are going to interview her and basically talk about her brand and how she got started with things. Tune in. Make sure you follow the Win Her Circle on Instagram. And once you see that we going live, you just, tune in and make sure you tag your friends to join. The winner of the week, we kind of just hand select people to become a part. So if you feel that you want to be a winner of the week or you want to nominate someone, you can email us and tell us why you would think there would be a great winner of the week.
And when did you guys get this started? Like, why did you start this?
We started this September 28th of last year. I wanted to start this. Like I said, I wanted to create a group of environment of synergy where like-minded women can come together to hold each other accountable for achieving their goals. I wanted to create that standard so that there's always a place where you can go where you might hang out with your friends and you might not feel fulfilled, or you may feel like you're the strong friend and you don't really have that support. Well, becoming a part of the Winner Circle allows you to have that support system with people who understand what you're going through and that are right in the trenches with you to figure things out and matriculate through life.
No doubt, man. No doubt. And y'all coming up on a year too, September. But when did the actual Win Her did Win Her Circle start last year too?
Yes.
Awesome. So y'all coming up on a year. Y'all did this big and only 365, man. That's amazing, man. Like I try to tell people who born in DC, you know what I'm saying? We was breeded a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit more in us. When somebody tell us to do something, we gonna do it 10 times bigger, man. Did you see what Mike D'Angelo did? He walked from Washington DC all the way to Philly. And he's a native of Washington D.C. His niece was shot down and murdered in just violent gun act, and he walked from the spot where she was murdered in D.C. all the way to the African American Museum in Philadelphia to show, that we need to put these guns down and gun violence needs to end right now.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing.
Yes.
That is so inspiring. I don't even think I could walk from Philly to DC,
yes. And that's
definitely a movement.
Yes.
I can't even walk across the street without breathing too hard. So that is amazing.
Well, we need to go ahead and implement some physical activities into the Win Her Circle because we need you to be able to work out, man.
We do, child. We do. We're working on it.
No doubt, man. But go ahead and give yourself a shout out once again, your website, social media, email, so that people can definitely stay locked to you guys.
Yes, so my website is the Winner Circle, thewinhercircle.org. My Instagram is at thewinhercircle. You can email us whether you want to be a part of the Winner Circle or if you want to be a mentor at thewinnercircle@gmail.com. And make sure you are tuned in tonight as we interview P.O.C. For the winner of the week at 7 p.m. at the Winner Circle on Instagram Live.
No doubt, man. 7 p.m. is going down. The Win Her Circle, man. I appreciate you guys coming through, supporting Revive Radio. I cannot wait for tonight to support you guys on your platform, man. Let's stay connected. Let's turn these airways up, man. 7 p.m. we going live. IG, TV, you already know.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No doubt. Thank you, man. That wraps up a great interview, man, with the Win Her Circle, man. Definitely check them out. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Definitely check out their Instagram as well at Win Her Circle. And don't forget about their website at thewinhercircle.org, man. Definitely check them out. Not .com.org. Check them out, man. Definitely find them right now. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Right after this quick commercial break, we'll be up next with your boy Brax from TLS. You already know what time it is. It's me, your girl, P.O.C. Turn your radios up.
My Ditka's mad as a bear.
Yeah, I'm mad, all right.
He used a bargain trash bag.
Some bargain.
Mike, you should have used Glad Quick Tie bags. Glad Quick Tie are the only bags with 3-ply strength. They won't break like this bargain bag.
These Glad bags are tough.
None tougher. Go deep. Don't get mad.
Nice arm.
Revive is alive. Once again, Revive is alive. I want you guys out there to follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Revive_POC. And don't forget to subscribe to that Revive newsletter where you can find at ReviveIsAlive.com. Once again, that is ReviveIsAlive.com. Spread the word, spread the message. It's me, your girl, P.O.C., host of Revive Radio. girl P.O.C, host of Revive Radio. And every second and fourth Wednesday of the month, you can get your girl Tab Money here live on Revive Radio with Tab Money Habits, man. That good financial wealth, that good financial coaching, man. Live here on Revive Radio each and every second and fourth Wednesday of the month, hosted by your girl Tab Money. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. All I need is one mic. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. It's about that time. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! Proof of consciousness. Yep, you know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl P.O.C, host for Revive, man. We are live right now on Time for an Awakening. You can check us out on reviveisalive.com. Once again, that is reviveisalive.com. You can either go directly to tune in, you can download the app, or go directly to the website and just search Time for an Awakening and hit meet your girl P.O.C reviving your airways each and every Sunday with that good Sunday morning talk radio, man, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We are now into the second hour of the show, and you already know we got your boy Brax from the left side of politics coming through for the What's Buzzing segment, man, giving us that actual factual. Turn your radios up.
What's buzzing? Lost in a world full of words, or a combination of which enters me. On to rants such as what's buzzing. What's amazing is what a large world this is. Today in this world, we are either talking about the something, the no thing, and what's buzzing. Current events? Let's talk about it. You have an opinion. Let's talk about it. What's buzzing?
Brax, what it do? What's buzzing, baby? How you feeling today?
Good afternoon. I'm feeling all right. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's Sunday morning. I'm rejuvenated. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I just moved back to Massachusetts, so I'm still getting settled in.
Okay. And how was Massachusetts? I've never been there before. How's Mass?
It's all right.
Is it cold? It's not cold right now, is it? It got a little temperature.
No, no. It's summertime right now.
Okay.
But during the winter, it does get like that. It'll be like 2 degrees, like a wind chill factor of, like -15.
And that's home. That's home for you. That's the hometown for you, right?
Yeah, this is home for me.
Awesome. Like, why you not excited? You like, it was okay. Like, then you get to see your family, your friends. Like, you're not excited about going home?
I am back. I'm a little excited. It's just a little bit different. I mean, like, I came home because there's some exciting news I'll be sharing in the coming weeks, hopefully.
Okay.
Something new. But so I came home for that. But I mean, it was just kind of like so sudden that I'm like, I'm excited, but it's just a little bit different. That's all.
Okay. All right. I definitely want to hear that tea when it comes. Please make sure I hear that tea. You know what I'm saying? When it definitely comes. But no, so I know you guys have been on a break, but it's still been a lot going on. It's been a lot going on. And I want to start with the juiciness, man. So Donald Trump got them Twitter fingers again Friday night, and he decided to go on Twitter and call people out their names. This is the president of the United States. Brax, like, this is the president of the United States, and he decided to call people out of their names. Like, he decided to take time out of his busy schedule, as he would say, because he's so busy, right? And he decided to call LeBron James. Well, he called Don Lemon stupid. That's what he said. He called Don Lemon stupid. Would you think that he was calling LeBron James stupid at the same time, too?
I would think so. I mean, he was trying to imply it. But then turned around and I called, I would say it was implied to me personally. But, because I know he did say, like, LeBron James was just interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon.
Yeah.
He made LeBron look smart. When he said that, when he said that, it's like she called them both dumb, which isn't easy to do. And he's like, I like Mike. The thing about that, too, is, like, it took Michael Jordan, like, a minute to, like, come out and say, like, nah, like, don't put me in this. And all he really did was just, like, release, like, some, like, little press statement that was just like, I support what LeBron's doing.
Yes, like it wasn't even like a statement. It was a one-liner. It was a liner. That's what they call those. It was a liner. He said that I support I support what LeBron James is doing, and then he put a picture of them, shaking each other's hand to support that all at the same time. So like when I tell you that it really really got me shooken up. Like I was like, yo, like Donald Trump is really trying. And the reason why I feel like he put Michael Jordan in that is because, Michael Jordan owns private prisons. So he's not, too far from, what Donald Trump and all his bigot friends are doing in the first place.
Right.
So when it comes to Donald Trump and the whole LeBron James thing, it even came out to where Donald Trump had recent tweets supporting LeBron James, saying that he's a good guy, back when he was playing for the Miami Heat. So like when it comes to Donald Trump and his forgetful memory and things like that, do you think that he's going to speak up and apologize?
Apologize to who?
To Don Lemon.
No. That's not the first time, too. I don't believe that's not the first time he's called Don Lemon, like on his name or said something about Don Lemon. But I really don't see Donald Trump apologizing to either one of them. I don't foresee that coming. Nowhere in the near future.
Nowhere in the near
or
future.
in the future at all.
Do you see people speaking up about? I'm sorry, what you gonna say?
The only way he would apologize is if they basically started to kiss his behind, like some of the staff does. That's the only way he would apologize. Because you see, like, he goes after his own staff and after his own quote-unquote friends, the people in his corner. So for people that are not even in his corner who criticize him and do work that apparently has a problem with, like, he will never apologize.
Do you think he's all right? So even if he doesn't apologize, do you think he's going to take down the tweet?
He probably won't. His team might. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
But I personally don't think. I think if it was up to him, I don't think he would take down the tweet. But maybe someone from his team might advise him to, and then there might be some statement, or maybe that cool thing I can see there might be some statement as of I was out of line or something like that. But then it'll be like he's getting ready to apologize, and it'll turn to be like, but CNN is fake or something like that. Like that's the closest I could see it getting. Like I can already envision it, like how it would kind of get close to an apology, and then he would just veer left again.
I can't even believe this. Honestly, Brax, I can't even believe the tweet is still up. It's Sunday. He tweeted this on Friday, and the tweet is still up. Like, I'm looking at it right now. So I just want to read it verbatimly of what he actually said. So for the people who have not seen the tweet. So Donald Trump tweeted out on Friday, LeBron James was interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon. If you guys don't know, Don Lemon is a CNN commentator or CNN reporter. He has his own show. I'm not sure the name of the show, but it's on CNN. And then the tweet goes on to say he made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do. I like Mike. Don Lemon responded, "Who's the real dummy? A man who puts kids in a classroom or a man who puts kids in a cage?" So I thought that was a great response. Honestly, truly. I thought that was a great response because he didn't get nasty. He didn't call him out of his names. All he did was speak facts. So I think Don Lemon had a great, great response. What about you?
I think he did too. And so, yeah, his show was CNN tonight. And, like, you know, the key thing in that too is that Don Lemon is also, like, one of, like, the only, like, black, like, anchors, like, at CNN that I can think of. And he actually has, like, his own segment.
And he's gay, too. Well, not gay. He's part of the LGBT community. So I think that that's amazing, too, because their CNN is actually highlighting two different, you know what I'm saying, communities all at the same time by him being African-American and then him also being part of the LGBT community. So I think that that's dope. So shout out to my guy, Don Lemon. He cut the fro. Did you peep that? He cut the fro. That's a blessing.
I know. I'm a little sad.
You're sad? I was so happy. I was like, yes, to this fro being cut. Jay-Z's next. Jay-Z needs to cut his fro, and then we'll be good. Between him and Don Lemon, I thought they was going through, like, these midlife crises for a second.
There was at one point, he was interviewed by a podcast I listened to, and I guess, like, he had like, the pick in the office. And the person interviewing was like, he is picking out his fro in the mirror. Like, oh, my gosh.
That I can respect. I can respect that, honestly, truly. I can respect that. But let's go ahead and jump into it, man. So what is the first topic you got for us today on What's Buzzing?
So I want to talk about how apparently collusion is not illegal, according to the former New York City mayor. aka Trump's little minion, aka Rudy Giuliani.
Mm-hmm.
So Rudy Giuliani came out and said that he's gone through and looked through the federal code and that collusion isn't illegal. He's like, you can't find anywhere where collusion actually is illegal. He's like, even though collusion didn't happen, it's not illegal. And then the president, or Donald Trump, whatever you want to call him, came out, and I cannot believe I just called him the president. I slipped up. Sorry.
No,
I'm not supposed to be calling Donald Trump the president. I slipped up. That's not a good thing. Oh. But yeah, so Trump came out and they liked his Twitter, and I believe I supported that and said the same thing that, that collusion is not illegal. So it's like, so now you're going from denying and saying that there is no collusion to now saying that, well, collusion isn't illegal. While while his former lawyer, Paul Manafort, not his lawyer, I'm sorry, I'm getting it too confused. So
Brax, can I ask a quick question? Quick question before you go a little bit deeper into it, right? So people, some people who are listening may not know exactly what you're referring to. So when you're talking about collusion, can you explain to them a little bit about the collusion that you're actually referring to?
Yeah. So the collusion is the Trump campaign colluding with Russia during the 2016 election, and the belief that they knew about the hacking and that they also were trying to get dirt on Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party.
Yes.
So, there was a meeting at Trump Tower between Donald Trump Jr. and some Russian hackers. And so what's coming out now, what came out now is that supposedly Donald Trump Sr. did know about the meeting and said that he didn't. And so his former attorney, who's now not his attorney anymore, which is Michael Cohen, is actually saying that Donald Trump did know about the meeting. So now that he's not his lawyer anymore, he's going on, he's saying this. They're saying he doesn't know anything, and that that's a lie. Which, why would your former attorney lie, even though that is kind of breaking attorney-client privilege? Don't know where that's coming from, but that's kind of like where we are now. So they swear that there isn't any collusion. However, the special prosecutor, which is Robert Mueller, has indicted, I believe, over 35 people on different and with over 200 different charges related to hacking and collusion with Donald Trump.
That's crazy. And then
five of them have pled guilty thus far.
And if you let him tell it, it's just a witch hunt.
Right.
If you let him tell it's just a witch hunt. They're just making things up. They're trying to put so many lies on him and everything that he's doing. And people are now being convicted of these things, correct?
Well, they're being charged right now on the court cases they're starting. But like I said, 5 of them have pled guilty. According to CNBC, 5 people have pled guilty thus far to the charges.
So do you see all of the lies coming out sooner than 2020?
God, I hope so. Yes, I think that they're going to strike gold sometime by the end of the year. I really do.
But okay, so let's put this in perspective, though, Brack. So, if they do find all the information that they need, right, for impeachment, to bring Donald Trump down, to just put all the information out there, to bring his whole his whole party down, because a lot of people played part in this, as you just said, 153 people. So with this being said, how can this actually hurt or harm the American people? Because at the end, we're just gonna be getting Mike Pence as a president. That's what I'm saying. So, it's really hard. It's do we really want to tackle this monster?
This could go one or two ways, right? So, if they find something like the smoking bullet, or however you say it, the smoking gun, rather, then they have to do the proceedings in the House and the Senate, to impeach him. The thing about it is now that's when midterm elections come in, because if the House and the Senate are still controlled by Republicans, I can't safely say that he actually would be impeached.
You said you cannot say he would or he would not.
I can't definitively say that they would actually impeach him. Despite all of that, if the House and the Senate were in control of Republicans, I cannot definitively say that they would actually impeach him.
So like
honestly,
so and that's the crazy part, because impeachment has to be voted on, correct?
yes. So like they do an investigation and then it's brought to that because Bill Clinton was impeached in the House and not the Senate, I believe. So he was almost fully impeached as president, but not fully. And like I said, like that's where it comes down to. I think the Senate, it's going to be really hard for Democrats to gain control of the Senate. However, with the House, I believe they actually do have a really great chance. So it'll be the same thing. Like if the Senate is Republican control and the House and the Democratic control, then you're going to have like one that's probably good that's going to impeach and the other one probably won't, depending unless you can flip a couple senators. But that's the thing. So that's how midterms play like a big part in this, because it's all about who we elect, because they're going to be the ones, like for the last 2 years down in Washington, fighting the fight against him.
So would you say that, you know what I mean, by you saying you don't think that they would impeach him, so would you say that they're still going to be on his side? Because that means that he lied to us, that means he lied to them. You know what I'm saying? So they wouldn't feel no type of way about that, you don't think? Like, why would they want to keep this man in office?
Well, if you look at how many actual senators and representatives, like every time we change the story, they defend him. So they've lied to him, or like he's lied to them, and they still go to his defense. So it wasn't a lie. He was just saying this because of this. Like they come to his defense. So like I said, there probably will be some people that are like, okay, like I'm done. But like as we've seen, like for the first almost 2 years now, like the first 2 years of this presidency, there are people who like first started off with strong opposition against him, and now some Democrats are even waning and just like, okay, like if we can get it passed, we get it passed. Like the voting and like the good thing or like the way to check people and see if they really put their money where their mouth is to check their voting record. So it's like people can say they're fiercely against Trump and say, yes, I'm not going to support him or I have a problem with this. But if you look at the voting record and stuff that he puts through, they're constantly voting yes for it, then you're not putting your money where your mouth is. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't have a lot of faith if the government was to remain in control of the Republicans, that they would actually impeach him. Because they would take a lot of pissed off Republicans, and I don't think, like, they haven't gotten that pissed off yet. So I really don't think that if they find out, oh, he really did collude with Russia, they'd probably be like, well, I'm waiting to see what type of excuse comes out of that.
So do you think they
honestly
messed up?
And
do you think Donald Trump messed up by having that summit with Putin? Because from there, that's when a lot of other lies got exposed too. Because Putin said in that, in the press conference that he wanted Donald Trump to win the presidency.
Right. That press conference was just, as we talked about before, was just a hot mess in general. But yes, like I don't think that press conference should happen. And like even though I remember I talked about it before, he basically said that, oh well, my entire national security team is telling me you did this, but since you told me no, I don't believe you did it, going against all recommendations. So that was one mistake of many that he made, and I feel like that's just it's gonna continue down that road. And like I said, I just have a feeling that they're gonna find something something solid by the end of the year.
But that's the thing.
I could be wrong. Could be right.
No, I think they're going to find something fast, because I feel like Mueller is definitely moving onto the case. Like, he's really doing his thing, especially, as many times he's been disrespected by Donald Trump. I think he wants to figure this out. You know what I'm saying?
And so Trump had said that there's a personal conflict with Mueller being on this case, and Rudy Giuliani's pushing that too. And he's saying that he has the conflict, not the president. And Trump shouldn't have to defend his claim. He's like, I can't tell you what the conflict is. I'm not sure exactly what the conflict is, but he has a good idea of what it is. And what it is, to repeat that, is that Mueller was a member of Trump's National Golf Club in Virginia back in 2011. And he stopped because of a dispute over some fees. So the dispute, it wasn't really like a real dispute. Like, it was just like, okay, I'm leaving. And also, too, like, Mueller's a Republican, and so was Rod Rosenstein, who's Mueller's boss, technically, Mueller's boss through this, and also, like, working on behalf of Trump, because he's the assistant attorney general. So it's like, you're saying this is witch hunt against you, But from who? You're saying the Democrats are leading this witch hunt and like going back like the dossier and all this stuff. But the people who are actually doing the investigation are the people who are a part of your party.
And that's the crazy part.
They just believe in the law, and that's like with the whole big thing. It's like going back to Donald Trump himself. Like, he doesn't really believe. It's not even about party respect. It's about loyalty to him. And these people are loyal to their jobs and to the law. Like, when you're an attorney, when you're a prosecutor, your loyalty is to the law.
I think I honestly, truly, like, this is becoming, like, just it's been mind-blowing for a very long time since he's been elected. Like, just my mind's been blown. But just, knowing that everything is coming out, he's still lying about everything, still seeing people, defend him, still seeing people back him up, still seeing and watching, Sarah stand up there on that press box and just talk and lie and just, I'm just looking at just all of this and just looking at politics as a whole, especially coming up with the midterms. It's just like, this is really just a lot of baloney. Like, it's really a lot of baloney. And Donald Trump has proven that time and time again that politics is full of, people who are just hungry for just power, money, and so many other things. It's just crazy to me. It's really mind boggling, like, to know that America is really just ran off of lies and false dreams and false hopes.
Isn't it kind of sad too that I've started to I'm not normalizing, it's not normal, but you see like how I'm just kind of like, I'm not even like mind blown anymore. Like, think about like some of the first conversations we've had versus like now. Like, when you do stuff and I get so fired up, and now I'm just like, okay, like, you did another thing. Why are we surprised? And like that is so bad that's the point that we're at. We're just like, okay, he said this. Why are you surprised?
And just like this week he lied. I believe he was in Florida, and he lied and told them people that the wall has started, being put up. Like, the wall has started to go up when he's lying. Like, it wasn't nothing about the wall started. It was just they put more border control fences around the border. That's all they did. And he lied in the entire, I believe he was doing, I think it was Florida. I really believe it was either Florida, because he was in Pennsylvania last week too, but I believe it was Florida where he was, and he just flat out lied and told them people that, they begun the process on building the wall. And it came out literally within less than 30 minutes of them wrapping up that conference that it was like, no, just the gates. It has just been the gates. They just put up more gates around the Border Patrol. So to just know that he's just like flat out lying, like he's just lying to the people, like he doesn't have any remorse to the amount of lies that he puts out, is just crazy. But definitely just shout out happy birthday to Barack Obama. Let's just, lighten the mood a little bit. And happy birthday to Barack Obama. Yesterday was his birthday. We need to just have a Barack Obama day. Like, we have a Melania Trump day because of 4th of July. We need to have a Barack Obama day too. You think they ever gonna put that out there?
I mean, yesterday was a holiday in my house. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but yesterday was a holiday. It did nothing but relax.
Speaking of Barack Obama,
recognition.
For real. And speaking of Barack Obama too, Barack Obama just did some really great things. He just endorsed his first wave of president candidates, and he endorsed about 81 people.
Oh.
He endorsed about 81 people. It was a story that came out on Friday, August 2nd. He endorsed about 81 people in his first wave of endorsements for the 2018 midterm election. So I think that's really big that he's still out here making moves and doing things because we really need some help. You know what I'm saying? We really need to keep this thing going because Donald Trump is literally pushing us in a completely different direction. But I want to jump into it with the next topic that you have too as well today with TSA.
Yep. So TSA has this program. I call it the SPY program. I was talking to you. It's called the Quiet Skies program, and basically what it is TSA has been, if you seem suspicious, and by suspicious, like when you're in line, like if they, like, TSA agents have a checklist, I guess they're like supposed to like use like to watch people, and it includes fidgeting, strong body odor, facial flushing, or a cold penetrating stare. If someone's singled out for surveillance, then like their next flight will have the air marshals placed on them. and then they will be followed like when they fly. So apparently there's about 40 to 50 Quiet Skies passengers on domestic flights every day, and in total I guess it's like 3 to like 5,000 folks on the list. And honestly, it's like a waste of money. So like one, because like even like the people that are on it, like one of the people that were on it is actually a Southwest flight attendant. So, like it was a regular businessman, Southwest flight attendant, because they felt that they were showing one of those like random red flags. So now like they're being followed. And I mean, it's no different than like the police with the suspicious activity reports. Like SARS, like that's kind of like the same like idea behind it, and like and like the FBI just keeping a watch on people that they feel might be dangerous, but you're singling out like certain civilians and you're like monitoring and following them, all because like the way they exhibit themselves, and like some of them have like they're just regular people. So I guess like some of the air marshals don't even agree with it, because it's like we're just following regular people, all because of like some of like these characteristics that don't make any sense.
So what are you saying, Brax? So if you look weird to another weird person, they can tell TSA and have weirder people follow you around the airport.
So basically, like, yep, when you're going through like a security line, like if you have like a strong body odor, if you have fidgeting, you have a cold penetrating stare, like for example, I'm half Jamaican, so sometimes I look like I want to slap somebody when I'm just looking straight. I'm not upset. That's just the way my face looks. So, so basically, if you exhibit one of the characteristics, you could be singled out by one of the TSA agents, and then on your next flight, an air marshal will be on your next flight, kind of watching your behavior and continuously when you travel.
So what are you saying, Brax? Like, I understand what you're saying, but I really want to grasp this concept. Like, are you saying, like, if I'm walking in the airport, because 9 times out of 10 when I'm walking in the airport, I am dead to the world. Like, I cannot wait to just sit down on this plane so I can go to sleep. So what you're saying to me is that if I'm walking through the airport and I look weird to another weird person, they can tell another weird person to follow me around the airport now at this current time, because I technically look weird to another weird person. Because you're weird for even thinking that I'm weird. Yes, because you're weird for even like saying like, yo, she doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't look like she's belong. Like the fact that you're paying that much attention to me in this line that's taking us both 2 hours to get through is a problem for me. That makes you weirder than me, honestly, truly.
Well, yeah. Well, it's the TSA agents that are actually like looking. It shouldn't be like another passenger like letting them know. But it's the fact that, like, some of the items on the checklist, like I said, like fidgeting, a strong body odor, so because you didn't put on deodorant, you could be, like, flagged and then be followed by the government.
What do you mean fidgeting? Some people have anxiety. You're about to get on a plane. Like, how could you say, something's wrong with me? I have anxiety. I'm getting on a plane. I'm nervous. I'm going up thousands of feet in the air. Like, what's up? How could you say I look? Yeah. Yo, this is crazy. Who approved of this?
So this article, it was printed it came out by the Boston Globe, called "Welcome to Quiet Skies" on July 28th. So I'm actually waiting to see. I'm like waiting to see like some like the legal briefs about it, to see like the scope of it and like how legal that is. Because I mean, like I'm pretty sure like it is legal, unfortunately. But that's just crazy that like the way the checklist is. I can understand like if you have like more like distinct things on the checklist, but like you're telling me that because like I have like a straight face on and you feel suspicious, now you're gonna have people follow me. Like I said, some of the people who were on the list that are being followed, one of them was a flight attendant. So like you work on a plane, like you already have security clearance to do this. And you're telling me that now this person is being watched by air marshals because of they exhibited one of these ridiculous traits that you're supposed to be looking for. One of these red flags.
Yo, Brax, I'm still shocked because, like I said, for me, I'm always going to be fidgety walking through the airport. Why? One is because I have anxiety. So when I'm about to go on this plane, I'm praying that I just make it to my destination. Two is because I'm always tired walking through the airport. I'm walking on my last leg, about to close my eyes as I'm walking to get through this airport. And now you're telling me that I'm about to be followed. So what if I get there and I'm aware that someone's now following me and I'm uncomfortable, and now I'm going to TSA like, yo, I think think somebody's following me. I think this person is, doing X, Y, and Z. So now does that become a confrontation? How do they handle that?
That's very interesting. I would like to know that. Because, I mean, like, for me working in aviation, like, I kind of know how to spot, like, an air marshal. And sometimes they're not even, like, really even trying to be, like, incognito. Like, you can kind of tell who they are. But at the same time, too, sometimes, like, they're, like, in such plain sight, and it's so obvious that people just look right past them. That's just the funny part. Because, like, sometimes, like, they're so obvious, people just, like, look right past them. So they're just like, oh, you're just like a weird person.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just want to get through the airport. Like, you're not even trying to sit over here. You know what I mean? You just want to get to. And that's what I said. People don't even get dressed. Well, my sister get dressed. Shout out to Tab Money. Tab gets dressed every time they go to the airport. You won't catch me dressed to go to no airport. Do you get dressed to go to the airport, Brack?
It all depends, but most of the time, yeah. Also, it's the nature of my work too, and then also just like really nice when I travel because you never know who you're gonna meet. You know.
I mean, you with that. That's what my sister says, too. I be like, man, I'm just trying to get where I'm going. You got to accept me for who I am at this time. I'm about to get – not trying to tell when you go on a flight. Like, I haven't been on those flights yet. I cannot wait till that time when it comes, when you just taking that good hour flight from, Philly to New York, from New York to Massachusetts. Like, I cannot wait for those kind of flights. You know what I'm saying? So 9 out of 10, when I'm getting on a flight, it's 2 to 4 hours or, 4 to 6 hours. So I am not about to sit here and have a whole outfit on a 6-hour trip. Like, I just cannot do it. Like, do you travel often to the point where it's just like, you are just going for an hour at a time and flying right back?
I mean, it really all depends, like, where I'm going. Like, like I've had a flight before that was, like, 43 minutes, wheels up, wheels down. I've also been on a 13-hour flight. It really just all depends, too. But sometimes, like I said, because you're never really going to meet, like, I'll be dressed a certain way, and then, like, I'll have clothes to change into, like, if it's, like, a longer flight. Like, it really just, like, all depends on the situation. But the reason I say that, though, too, is, like I said, you never know who you're going to meet. However, if it's, like, a 4 a.m., 5 a.m. flight, and it's going to be, like, a really quick flight, like, like one of, like you were saying, like, one of those, like, hour-long flights, and I know the cities I'm going in between, that's when I'm like, okay, we can do sweatpants and T-shirts because I'm not going to see anybody. Even if I do, it's way too early for me to recognize them and then to recognize me. So it doesn't matter.
Exactly, man. I feel you, Brax. But I think we got a caller. Let's go ahead and see if we got a caller on the line. Hey, caller, you're live on Revive. What's your name and where you calling from? All right. I guess they hung up. We took too long, Brax. But yes. So I definitely want to just say thank you always for coming through and supporting the Revive platform. I really, really appreciate you. But I want to hear about your opinions, too, as well, before I let you go, on the I Promise School that LeBron James just recently started. How do you feel about that?
I love it. Like, if I were to decide to, like, go back and, like, go into education like I was going to, I would go teach there.
Definitely. I think he's going to be vetting them teachers really, really hard. I mean, he has a lot of pressure on him. I mean, he's LeBron James. He's the king, so I'm sure he'll be able to, move through the pressure and apply more pressure to the people who are applying pressure to him. But I really think he has a lot of pressure on him. So I think, like, the vetting of the teachers, the waiting list to get into that school is going to be crazy. And right now they're only starting with two grade levels.
Yeah, and I like the fact, too, that, like, because he could have gone, like, the charter school route and did that, but it's actually a public school.
Yes.
Like, I like that he actually sat down with the public school district, and, like, and it's actually, like, a public school. He's helping the public school system, and he's actually targeting kids, like, usually when they, like, come up with schools like this, usually for kids, like, who are more so advanced, and these for kids who are more so, like, not, like, at the correct level they should be at, which, like, I love that even more, because, like, he's, like, trying to help students who are struggling, versus, like, students who might be, like, in struggling surroundings, but are not struggling academically. Like, I do like that. I do like that as well.
And I like the fact that because you mentioned that, yes, he could have went the charter school route, you know what I mean, and made the school a little bit more private, kind of private, where they would have to fill out applications and everything to go there. But it's a public school. It's going to be ran by, Akron, Ohio School District, meaning that he has to follow the rules that every other public school has to follow, which I think is really big. But the thing about it is, like, the funding. I just want to ask you about the funding. Do you think, like, the funding will be different? Do you think that he will fund everything that goes to the school, or would the tax dollars from the people of Akron will fund the school?
So it'll be a little bit of both. And actually, so the high school that I went to in Springfield, Massachusetts, was when it first started, it was called Gates Expeditionary Learning School because Bill and Melinda Gates like founded the school and like, they put the money into it. It's a public school, and so like we have to go by like the teachers are paid by SPS, like the money like to run the building like comes from SPS. However, like we also got additional funding, you know, like for technology, for textbooks, like for materials, all that stuff, because it was funded by the Gates Foundation. So like it'll be both. So it's just like they're just going to be better off because they're getting all of like the standard funding that you get from, you know, like the city and the district, but they're also getting this additional funding from him as well.
That's dope. That's dope. Because I really didn't understand. I was like, yo, it's a public school. So would he be paying for it? Would the city be paying for it? Is it still tax dollar money? Because I really didn't understand that. So thank you for breaking that down. But I just want to run off a quick list of what they will be promised at this I Promise school, which is free tuition, free uniforms, free bicycle and helmet. Shout out to the bicycles right there, right? That's really big. Free transportation within 2 miles, free breakfast, lunch, and snacks, food pantries for family, GED and job placement services for parents, which is really big. And then also guaranteed tuition to the University of Akron for all students who graduate, which is amazing. So that means you don't even have to look outside of your state and worry about that out-of-state tuition because automatically you'll be going to the University of Akron where you can stay for 1 or 2 years, get your associates, flip that, turn into a bachelor's, turn into a master's. Like, this is a great way to really get started with your kids' education. Like, I wish my child, you know, my unborns could make it into this I Promise school because this is really, really big, like really, really big. And I just think that, you know, more people should follow in his footsteps. Yo, Brax, you about to follow in his footsteps sooner than later?
Sooner, hopefully, rather than later. Definitely. Like I said, there's a lot of things happening right now.
Okay. Just make sure that Revive knows exactly what's happening because we want to support you all the way through, Brax. Definitely, man. Go ahead and shout out TLS. Let the people know how they can find you. When are you guys coming back? Can I ask that question, or are you not sure yet?
Yes, you can. We are coming back by the end of the month. I will have a date for you the next time I am on here, which will be on Sunday, August 19th.
Okay. The 19th, definitely. I'm going to be holding you to that one. I'm definitely going to be holding you to that. So definitely shout them out how they can stay locked.
Yeah, so you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and LS Politics. You can also check out our questions of the day that will be coming back soon, along with we are going to be adding a podcast onto TLS as well.
Yes, big, man. Talk heavy, Brax. I'm with it, man. I cannot wait to see what you guys come in through with because y'all got some big heavy hitters over there, man. Between you and Keith, y'all got a lot of things coming down the pipeline. So I know y'all going to be doing some really big things. Yeah, I definitely got the support Revive Radio, man. I appreciate you always coming through and supporting us, Brax.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
No doubt. Have a great rest of your week.
You too.
That wraps up What's Buzzing, man, here on Revive every second and fourth Sunday of the month with your boy Brax from TLS Politics, man. Make sure you guys follow them, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at TLS Politics _, man. Definitely check them out. You can find them on our InstaSnap right now. We are recapping some of these interview questions, some of these interview answers. Also with the What's Buzzing segment, too, we're recapping. You can find that on our Instagram Snap. Is that how you say it? Or in Snap, Insta? I don't know how I say it, man. Just go to Instagram and check out the Snap, man. You can follow that at Revive _P.O.C. Don't forget to give us a call, man. If you are on the line, we are coming to you, man. Don't be scared. Speak up. Speak out. 215-490-9832. We about to go to a quick commercial break. Right after this quick commercial break, man, we'll be up with our next guest. I'm really excited to be speaking with her. The Art of Ascending, man. It's going to be a really big one, man. Stay locked to us here at Revive Radio. You already know what time it is. Save the date. Save the date. Save the date. September 8th, man. It's Revive Day. Revive Rhythm and Reason Volume 2-3. I'm sorry. We moving, baby. 2-3. Hitting Philadelphia streets, man.
I just like the sound of it.
entrepreneur? Are you a startup business? Are you a local business? Are you an artist? Are you looking for someone to distribute your content? Revive Radio is the place to be. Come advertise with us at Revive Radio right now. You can find that advertising page at reviveisalive.com. Once again, reviveisalive.com. Advertise with Revive. We are reaching thousands of millennials all across the world. And once again, reviveisalive.com is where you can find that information.
You are listening to Time for an Awakening Media, part of the Black Talk Radio Network. For podcasts or live programming, hit them up at timeforanawakening.com.
Hey, did y'all see the stuff I posted on my wall?
No, it didn't even show up in my news feed.
Man, I'm done with social media. All the injustice and brutality going around, and it's like they're trying to suppress our voice. We're trying to get the message out there, and you can't even share empowerment and what's going on around the country either.
Nah, don't be dumb with social media, though. It's a tool, and there is a place where we have a voice. It's a Let's Buy Black 365 social network. You do anything you would on any other social network. Post pictures, videos, status updates, share resources and community news. But on Let's Buy Black 365, it's a platform for us and by us to tell our messages.
Whoa, that's like a digital underground railroad.
What's the name of that site again?
It's letsbuyblack365.com.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's all about networking, and you get points, right?
Yeah, the more you network, post, and share, the more points you get. Plus, you get points for posting pictures, sharing information, attending community events, and inviting others to network with you on the app.
Wow, that's all I need to know. I'm going to go download that app right now.
Now, better yet, let me invite you so I can get some points. It's all about empowerment and solutions, y'all.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm all in.
Let's do it. Let's share our stories.
Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. All I need is one mic. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. It's about that time. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! Proof of consciousness. Proof of consciousness. P.O.C. You know what time it is. Yep, you know what time it is, man. It's me, your girl P.O.C., host of Revive Radio, man. I need y'all to turn y'all radios up and stay locked with us here at Revive Radio, man, each and every Sunday with that good Sunday morning talk radio from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., man. We are reviving your airways. Don't forget to give us a call, 215-490-9832. Once again, that number is 215-490-9832. And definitely subscribe to our Revive YouTube channel as well as our Revive newsletter. If you go to reviveisalive.com, it's going to pop right up at you. You don't even have to go find it. It's going to come directly to you, man. Subscribe, tell a friend and subscribe themselves as well, man. Definitely spread the word, spread the message. Revive is alive. And don't forget, man, keep Revive alive. All you have to do is donate $1 to the Revive 365 campaign. And you can do that at the bottom of our website. If you go to reviveisalive.com, at the bottom of the homepage, the Revive 365 campaign is sitting right there, man. Definitely go ahead and donate to keep Revive alive each and every day. Don't forget to do that. Spread the word, spread the message, support Revive Radio, man. We about to go ahead and go into with our next guest. About to get into it with our next guest. Our second guest here today on Revive Radio, the art of ascending. You're live on Revive. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to be speaking with you today, man. I'm really excited that we have you on Revive Radio. If you can go ahead and introduce yourself, let the people know exactly who we're speaking with.
So I'm Courtney Gardner. I'm the owner, author, and success coach of The Art of Ascending. It's a professional coaching practice where I work with individuals and young entrepreneurs and helping them to focus, plan, and reach their desired level of success.
No doubt. Yo, coach, put me in the game. Courtney, what's up? How could I get in the game? When it comes to...
What you mean?
What I'm saying, like, when you come to coaching, like, what's up? How can I get in the game? How can I get that good life professional coaching going? Because I heard some really good things about what you're doing. So how did you guys actually get started?
So this actually, my coaching practice came to be about 2 years ago. I'm a social worker full-time, and I was really taking a break from life, right? And so I went on vacation, and I was trying to figure out how can I move on with the next step in my life. And I really love servicing other people. You know, that's my passion, is helping people get unstuck, helping them get where they want to be. But I wanted to do it in a capacity where it wasn't so draining. And coaching is kind of like the flip side of social work, where I'm no longer working with people who are in crisis, but people who are motivated and inspired, you know, to move forward with their lives.
No
So
doubt.
that's how it came to be about.
I heard that social work, like, you should never get a degree in social work because it's going to be so hard to find, some kind of job or get the money that you're looking for, with being a social worker. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree 100%. You definitely have to have a passion for it. It can never be about the money. Yeah, no, not ever.
So
it can't ever be about the money.
But
I love social work. I love what I do, but I had to balance it out. And because if you don't balance it out, you'll become drained. It's one of the fields where the burnout rate is extremely high.
Why? Why do you find why would you say that the burnout rate is extremely high?
Oh, because as a social worker, you're working with people who are in a crisis, and they're looking to you to solve their problems without any input from them. You know what I mean? Not all the time, but most of the time. Well, Miss Courtney, what do you want to do? Well, this is your life. What are you going to do? And holding them accountable is a little bit harder when you're in this field of social work. It's providing resources, but once you provide the resources, you got to motivate them to utilize the resources. So that's why. And you take a lot of it home with you if you let it. I try to let my 9 to 5 be my 9 to 5 and leave it where it is.
That's a fact. No one ever wants to take that 9 to 5 home because it ain't making no money at home at all, right? I agree with you on that. So when it comes to the different people that you interacted with while you were a social worker, well, you still are a social worker. So as you're interacting with people, would you say it's harder to deal with youth or is it harder to deal with adults?
You know what? I work in mental and behavioral health, right? And it's for youth ages about 5 to 21. And a lot of the times it's not the youth, it's the parents. The youth could be motivated or they're easily motivated. But a lot of the times it's the parent, lack of parenting skills or lack of know-how. They're the hardest. They think, their way is the right way. If you give them something different, they're kind of they standoffish. Oh, okay, here you come with your degree. What do you know? Okay. But if you try something different, they're not open to changing much of anything because that's the way they were brought up. So I would say the adults.
Because they feel like they know what their child knows best already, or they know, what their child needs in their opinion. They feel like they know, but they wouldn't be there if they knew, right?
Exactly. Or, this child has an attitude, not knowing that the child has the same attitude that you had. Exactly. Or, a lot of times, when you got a teenager, or every time she opens her mouth, she has an attitude. Well, she's mimicking your attitude. She has your attitude. She's responding in the way that you respond. A lot of kids are being talked at instead of talked to. And then when you tell the parent that, my child's not going to run me, but it's about respect. And we have to respect these young people. And we got to put out the respect that we want back. But parents, they don't see it that way. Always.
That's a fact. I love how you're saying, they are mimicking what they see. They definitely are mimicking what they see because especially when it comes to the social media and a lot of things when it comes to parents these days. And eventually I want to become a parent, these days too, right? But we have a lot to really try to block out or distract our kids from, such as social media, TV, technology, the environment that they live in, school. Like it's not, just the normal go to school, make sure you keep your friends intact, make sure you keep your friends closer. Now they can have friends from all the way in Hawaii and Russia and Canada because of social media. So it's really hard to keep up what your kids are doing. So when it comes to mimicking, that is like a true statement. Because if you think about social media, the whole definition of it is to gain followers. You know what I'm saying? Followers. And that's what these kids are becoming, more and more followers instead of leaders. So I definitely agree with you on that one. Definitely agree with you on that one. But when it comes to social work, right, I just really wanted to ask this question. Do you see it becoming more diverse? Do you see it becoming more diverse? Do you see a lot of different ethnicities in, in the social work field? Or do you still see a lot of African-American women being social workers?
You know what? My office that I work at is really diverse. We have men, we have women, white, black, Asian, Filipino. It's really diverse. It's really diverse.
So even when it comes to like the patients that you as a social worker will work with, would you say is diverse too?
Our clients, yep. I have white, black, Asian. I got Muslim. I have a array of different clients. Yep. Is really diverse. You know what? When it comes to behavior and mental health, is no color that it clings to. Is you know what I mean? The color doesn't prescribe that person You know what I mean?
I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of people feel like a lot of people who deal with social workers or have social workers or caseworkers, whatever you want to call them, they're coming from urban neighborhoods, or they're coming from, air quote, the ghetto, different things like that, or they're coming from people
I've been in mansions. I've worked with rich people. I worked with people whose parents were lawyers and psychiatrists. Mental health, it's for everybody, I guess. Nobody escapes from it. You can't hide from it.
I get you. It sees no color. And I wanted to make that clear, because a lot of people get misconstrued or mistaken by that, because they feel like, something has to happen to you. You have to have some kind of PTSD in order for you to be going through these troubles or these traumas. And I'm like, no, it can happen to any and everybody. So I appreciate you saying that. So, but when it comes to the art of ascending, how does art play a part in your life skill coaching and in your professional coaching?
You said, how does art? Okay, I think people get that. So ascending means to rise, right? To grow, to move upward. So it's the art of moving upward. And I feel like I have the key, and in a way it is an art. I put it in my book. Is certain steps that I use to move you from where you are to where you want to be. You can say you want a certain thing, you can envision it, but if you don't act on it, then it's not going to happen. Right. So with my book, it's called The Art of Ascending, Success Coaching, Goal Setting, Frank Talk, and more. With that, it walks you through the process, and that's the art of it, is the process. A lot of my clients, they are, not that they're not motivated, they really don't know where to start. Some of them are stuck. It could be with losing weight. It could be starting school. It could be making the next move in their career. They're stuck. They really don't know where to start. It's not that they don't believe in themselves. It's not that they don't have the motivation. It's about their plan and what they can do now. You know what I mean? So that's the art behind it.
So when you think of the word stuck, right, do you think that every person has to come to a point in time in life where they are stuck in order to really figure out what they want to do?
I think it's different for everybody. Some people might really know what they want to do, but they might not have a clear idea how to get there. Some people might really have to hit rock bottom before they want more, and so it depends on the individual. Somebody could get stuck in their 9 to 5. This might have been what they wanted to do, but they probably didn't plan on being, entry level forever. They probably wanted to move up or, thought about it, but didn't know how.
And when it comes to like motivation and it comes to inspiration, how does the art of ascending actually help people get unstuck?
So we talk, it's a list of things that we do. But every goal or every plan is individualized. And so I sit and I talk to you about what the big picture, if you can explain to me what your big picture is, we can create steps small enough that we can do today to get you there. And I'm sorry, I forgot the question.
No, when it comes, like, how do you guys help people to get unstuck?
Oh, goal setting, hold you accountable to do what you said that you were going to do, follow through, and inspiring you to believe in yourself. And also is your support group. So it's I'm going to force you to look at who you have in your circle, who you're surrounded with. I'm going to force you to do what you're afraid to do, because that might be the roadblock or the barrier that's in your way. When you're getting coaching, for me, you are going to have to take a real long look in the mirror. You're going to have to be honest with yourself. And honestly, you are the expert of your life. You know what I mean? I'm just going to hold you accountable to it.
That's a fact. And so people been using this word accountability. When you think of accountability, especially by you being a life coach, when you think of accountability for self and then others holding you accountable, how do you describe that?
Oh, so me, I have a thing. So, all right, if I say I'm going to do something, everybody knows I'm an honest person. And if I say I'm going to do it, no matter what it is, you're going to believe it. Once you know who I am, right, you're going to believe it. But what I do to hold myself accountable is I'll tell others that I know are going to hold me accountable. Yo, Court, how is that? Whatever coming along. Or I might post it on social media, because you can't lie to the world, right?
Well,
you can't lie to the world, and people are watching. So that's how I hold myself accountable. Okay?
I was about to say, some people be on Instagram flexing, some people.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Some people be on Instagram flexing. But I agree with you.
No, people know you in real life. You know what I mean?
So when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, getting people out of that unstuckness though. So I know you say you guys have a long list of things. What is one thing that you have done so far and you have received a hell of a testimony from it?
Well, I was working with, it was a business client, and she had a vision. We created a plan. It was things that she could do now. You know what I mean? She had the vision of what the end was going to look like, and we had to break it down into things that she could do now. And it's not only on the goal, the business goal, but it's also how you can, manage your life and your business and your, you know what I mean, all the other things in life. We have to make room for it so that you can maneuver through it comfortably and so that you don't feel so weighed down. So after we did that, she was good to go, and she got back to me and she was like, Courtney, like, you really changed my world, and the things started happening. And so there's small wins that's leading up to the big wins. But after we got her directions, I want to call them, she could see herself following through, and she started to follow through, and she's close to being where she wants to be at.
I love when you said small wins, because a lot of people don't pay attention to the small wins. Like, I feel as though like the little things add up to the bigger things. If you get every little thing done, it's gonna be so much easier when you get to that bigger thing, and that you're not even gonna think that the bigger thing was the win, because you did all of the little things. You're like, yo, I really did that. I really did that. You know what I mean? And that actually is the key to even getting where you're going. So when it comes to
stepping stones.
No, and I was going to ask you that when it comes to to little wins, like how do you help your clients understand or observe that these little wins have helped them, or just observe what a little win is, because some people don't even acknowledge it or even notice it.
Okay, so we have it'll be like a list of 3 goals that we want to accomplish, right? And then each goal is broken down into tasks, right? And we have a due date that goal is going to get done, right? And here's the thing, a lot of times people can't see it broken down, or they can't see, this is how you get to the big thing. So once they get, let's say, somebody starting a business, right? So they get their checklist from me, that reads up on what business entities are, and they pick their business entity, and then they, file. And once they get their EIN number, and once they get their email address, and they get their website, then they're kind of halfway on the way, right? Or once they form their mission and vision. And that's small things that they didn't or couldn't do prior to creating this plan. And now they're halfway there. So it's those things. And when I'm calling and I'm checking in on this due date, and they can run off, you get proud of it. Yeah, it's done. I did it. I'm on my way there. So it's that we acknowledge it. We got a due date, and I'm holding you accountable for it. So
and how
you can't overlook it.
And that's a fact. And how important would you say having a life coach or someone to be their mentor or some kind of inspiration it is while you're going through entrepreneurship? How important would you say it is for someone who's going through entrepreneurship?
I think it's very important because a lot of times family and friends, they just don't get it. And you're going to need support, and you're going to look to your family, and they really not with it, because some people can't see you in a position outside of whatever their perception is for you. You know what I mean?
You gotta say that again.
It's very important.
I was going to say, Courtney, you got to say that again, because, you know what I'm saying, they still think, you know what I'm saying, we the same ones from college and high school. I'm like, no, I done stepped into I put my crown on, baby. Please, can you watch out?
Exactly. I've grown. I am not who I was then.
Yes, man. And a lot of people don't see that, especially when you're stepping into like these boss roles and you're stepping into positions where other people outside of your family see you, as, a great person, or other people outside of your family or friends, you know what I mean? Even friends sometimes don't catch up to where you are just as quick. And sometimes, like, for me, I stopped playing catch up. Like, I stopped, wanting to keep up with my friends. I stopped wanting to.
You will kill yourself trying to keep up. You can't keep up with nobody but the person in the mirror.
Exactly. So would you say you're like a motivational speaker too as well? Like, as you're coaching, would you say you have a little bit of speaker inside of you?
I think that is something for the future, but let me tell you right now, I get nervous. I always find myself in those roles, and I hate it every single time. I can inspire a person one-on-one. I can inspire a group of 5, but speaking to a room, that's still something that I struggle with. I don't know why, but I don't know. I get nervous about it.
You can't
Maybe
tell.
one day.
Courtney, you can't tell right now. You flowing right now, man. You just got to flow with it.
I guess it's because I'm talking about something I really care about, but that's one of my fears. I promise you it's one of my fears. And I have, talking about, your circle and your friends, I have Adam McNeil. He's a really great friend of mine. And, I told him that I'm afraid of public speaking, right? And when I tell you every time, Kurt, I need a favor. I'm very accountable. Like, you can hold me accountable. I'm always going to do what I say I'm going to do. So what's your favor? If I can help you, I will. Hey, I got this anger management group. Man, how do I say no when I said I was available? So I have to follow up. I have to show up, right? So that's how he gets me out there and involved. But, yeah, I still get nervous about it.
That's love that you have someone to hold you accountable. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, when they get where they're going and they start to hold other people accountable, they don't necessarily have people to hold them accountable. So that's really big that you still have someone in your circle who, checks up on you and make sure that you getting done what you're supposed to be getting done too. And you also do events too as well. What kind of events do you guys do?
So, yes, I love collaborating with other people or like-minded people. So I have this thing called Self-Care Sunday, and I collaborate with my friend. She's also a life coach. Her name is Jennifer Gray. Self-Care Sunday sessions. This is basically me giving you what I do on my Sundays. Sundays is a time for me to relax, and just let go. So I do yoga. I might meditate. I might burn some sage, incense. I might, meditate with my crystals. And this is what I'm bringing to you. But we do it with a different yoga instructor. Most of the times it's African-American, is an African-American yoga instructor. And it's very important that I say that because I feel like as African-Americans, we don't do enough self-care. We don't do enough. We always taking care of somebody else. You know what I mean? And we don't ever pour into ourselves. So that's what Self-Care Sundays, and we do a professional development. I also have another, I'm the vice president. It's called Sister Talk, right? And it's a women's empowerment group, and it's in Philadelphia. It's brand new, but every month we're holding workshops, women empowerment workshops.
I'm with you on that. And how can people find more information about Sister Talk?
So they can find it on Instagram. There's a link, and it has links to all of the events, but it's _sister, SISTA TALK, and _.
Okay, I'm with that. I'm definitely, man, please invite me to some of these spaces. I know you're not too far from me. I'm in Philadelphia myself, so please invite me to some of these spaces. So some of that Self-Care Sunday. I'm trying to burn some sage with you, you know what I'm saying? Get my crystals popping, my yoni steam, all that. So please get me right. You know what I'm saying? I would love to collab and network and definitely stay connected with you, man, because you're really doing some big things. So I would love to definitely connect and stay connected with you.
Okay, awesome. No problem.
So
I'm going to tag you right now.
No doubt. Please tag me. And before I let you go, please shout out everything that you just dropped, because you just dropped some gems. So let people know how they can stay connected to Sister Talk, everything you have going on with your organization and your program, and definitely how they can get involved in that Self-Care Sunday. Because a lot of us need to get out the house on Sunday. A lot of us think, staying in the house and cleaning up and things like that is a great way to start your week. Hell no. Go get some personal time.
Not
get
at all.
out. Yes, get out and do what you got to do. So we need some people in these yoga sessions right now. So let the people know how they can stay connected.
So y'all go on theartofascending.com or on Instagram at The Art of Ascending. Y'all find everything you'll need to be able to find. Also, I take Sister Talk in one of my posts, so you'll be able to link with them. It's free workshops too.
Awesome.
The Self-Care Sunday is not free, but it's affordable. And invest in yourself.
Please invest in yourself. I love how you ended with that one, man. Definitely invest in yourself, because if you're trying to get anywhere, you definitely have to put some money up, and it's for you. It's for you. You know what I'm saying? The same way you spend that on them tennis shoes and that bag, it's the same way you can spend it on your self-care, man. We definitely need to, get a holistic approach of life, man. We got to definitely take a holistic approach to life now, because there's a lot of things going on, man. But definitely, Courtney, I appreciate you coming through, supporting the Revive platform. Let's stay connected, and please invite me somewhere, man, because I'm trying to get rid of that stage, man. I'm trying to get with it.
I'm doing it right now.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your week.
All right. Thank you. You as well.
No doubt. That wraps up another great interview here on Revive Radio, The Art of Ascending, man. Make sure you guys check them out. Check out their website and definitely their social media. Definitely check them out for Self-Care Sunday, man. I'm trying to get that popping. She said they burning sage. I'm trying to get all that negativity away from me, man. We trying to keep Revive alive, man, and we need your help to do that. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's listening and supporting Revive Radio each and every week, man. Revive is alive. You can check us out at reviveisalive.com. Once again, save the date. September 8th. September 8th is going down down in these Philadelphia streets, man. Revive is alive. Revive Resident Reasonings Volume 2-3 is going down, man. Once again, I do apologize. We were supposed to be going strong for the next 6 months, but it's for a reason, you guys. We're putting everything together in this one huge project, this one huge event. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for vendors. We're looking for food trucks, man. Hit us up right now at revive.poc@gmail.com. The flyer for the event will be dropping tonight, so definitely stay locked to our timeline at revive_POC. Don't forget to call in each and every time we revive your airways, 215-490-9832. Subscribe to that YouTube channel and also that newsletter, man. The newsletter is going to be coming out this week as well. And don't forget, man, we just dropped a new blog on reviveisalive.com by your girl Harmony the Goddess when it comes to I Am My Diary. I was hosting that amazing event, I Am My Diary, last Sunday, man. Check out the blog right now on reviveisalive.com. It's me, your girl P.O.C. We be back next Wednesday for the Winning Wednesday edition with your girl Tab Money. Turn your radios up. Yep, you know what time it is, man. It's Meet Your Girl P.O.C. host of Revive. Today is Winning Wednesday, so you already know each and every Winning Wednesday we have a jam-packed show for you guys here on Time for the Wake. And I need you guys to give us a call right now, 215-490-9832. Once again, that number is 215-490-9832. And you already know reviveisalive.com. Once again, reviveisalive.com is the place for you to be. Click that link in my bio, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at revive_POC.
I believe in money, power,